It's your wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I'm your host, your Charles Otieno, and of course, the Rail Solo.
Yes.
Well, it's Wednesday, so we bring you the best drive show in town, the biggest drive show, and beautiful conversations. Of course, on the 1 and 2 is DJ Chams playing Wednesday's edition. Of course, we play for you the best mix of music. Now, Solo.
Yes.
Ugandan election is just around the corner.
Yes, I think one more day to go.
It's a day to go.
Yes.
The internet is shut down. Ugandan Gen Zs are up in arms with Yoweri Kaguta, son of Museveni.
Yes.
Telling him he's living in the 80s.
Yes.
Because you cannot shut down the internet.
Yes. And the majority of your population is composed of the young people.
Yeah.
And now you're telling them maybe he doesn't need the internet.
So Kaguta Museveni, Yoweri Museveni, is saying that the youth, and especially people who do business, their online jobs and all that, cannot manage to do anything right now.
And a lot of young people right now are doing conducting their businesses online.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Museveni, they're saying this old man is living in the 80s. But the most interesting thing during his last campaign rally, which was done in Kololo, you remember Kololo?
I remember Kololo. Yes, I do.
Are you a musician?
I'm a musician. Oh. I know Blue 3.
You know Blue 3?
Yeah.
So,
yes,
I will tell you guys, our listeners, the story of Solo in Kampala. What happened when we were in Kampala during the Pearl of Africa Music Awards. It's an interesting, remind me later in the show. But now, in Kololo Airstrip, where, of course, you know where they do the events and all that, Museveni said that if he wins election this time around, he will release Kizza Besigye.
Oh. Is that a promise? Is that is he trying? Is that a sarcastic move? He's saying that if he what?
If he wins the next election,
yes,
one of his agenda is to speed up
the release,
of Kizza Besigye.
Why are they holding this old man, Kizza Besigye, who was his friend a long time ago? He was his ally.
He's a medical doctor. He was his medical doctor. They were very big friends. They were in the struggle together, in the revolution together.
Yes.
Then they fell out.
And this one they became bitter rivals.
Yeah, I always wonder. You know, as men, mtu akikuibia dem ndio nakasirikaga.
Hiyo unaweza kasirika na we hold for long. Hata mkizeeka umwambiange wewe
ulinikulia
kuna mahali uliniharibia.
So is it that mtu aliibia mwingine?
That's the only possibility, because I don't think it's about office.
Because if it's office, you forgive.
Office you forgive and you move on. Yes.
But this one of Museveni
is very personal and very bitter. That you see, even if you look at the face of Kizza Besigye right now. Yeah. Despite his age, he's looking a little bit troubled. Like 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 being a Ugandan has really injected a lot of stress into his system. But yet still, is still. I know Uganda is really fighting for democracy, and of course, if they are going to change their constitution, which is going to speed up. Their constitution is going to align all those things that these young people are fighting for, because you see these are two generations that are actually in fight here.
Can you imagine? Museveni was president in
1986.
A guy was born in 1986.
He's 40 something right now. Almost.
He does not know another president.
Does not know any other person. In fact, even when the international media was interviewing people there, they're saying the only other presidents they know they've had from their parents. Yeah. And that's a 38-year-old saying that. He's saying the only other time that they had Uganda had a president was it was from tales from their parents. You see, that's a very long time, because now it's 4 decades, 40 years.
40 years and
you're still pushing for power. Like, because I remember he's changed the constitution twice so that to enable him
to vie for the presidency
at his age.
So it's very interesting. Ugandans, you can tell us how you're finding it in your country right now, because Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is going on the ballot against Bobi Wine and a couple of other
contestants. About 7 of them.
Yeah. And of course, the most significant are the duo, of course, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the president, and of course, Bobby Wine, my good friend, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. So I think the biggest thing is that Uganda probably needs a new constitution. Beyond anything else.
Yes.
Because if they have a good constitution, then it will be easier. And the military and the separation of powers of between the judiciary, the parliament, Senate, and
very
all those
important
things. Because if Museveni is saying if he wins election, tongue in cheek, because he's gonna win it anyway. He knows that's why the internet is off. That's why people are being controlled. You can't move in and out. So Museveni
and they were
is doing
told once they vote, they should go back to their houses. You are not expected outside. You are not supposed to be outside trying to see if voting process is going properly. Once you vote,
you go home.
This one is being affected by the military, which is already under the apparent heir, who is his son, the general Muhoozi. Yes. So I don't know why there's too much of I don't know if to call it political fraud or anything, because I know the international community has actually been watching what is going on in Uganda, but I don't know why the international community also seems to be a little bit lenient about the ongoings, despite a lot of outcry from other political leaders who have been saying that there's a ongoing political fraud in the country.
I think naturally the Western communities nowadays do not assert their voice as they used to. Even in Kenya, when our elections were here, there was nothing much.
Nothing much was done.
If you look at the election in Tanzania, even the reporters were harassed
a lot,
and even the people who were observing from international missions were basically harassed. And Samia Suluhu Hassan ended up winning with a high number of votes, which cannot be counted for. So it's just madness in East Africa.
Because if you win with a 97%, then that's not an election.
It's fraud.
Really, that's fraud.
It's basically fraud.
Yes.
So away from Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the Ugandan election, another person who is having a rough time is Kimani wa Matangi,
the governor of Kiambu. And his political woes, he's actually alleging that a demolition of his business premises is actually a witch hunt, a political witch hunt. And he's saying that a few of his distractors are using their political office, the government offices to intimidate him. And he says he's still not going to go because there have been issues about the land where he had set up his businesses, a car wash, and I think a car yard as well. And the demolitions happened last night, 3 a.m.
Yeah, and I think he had a court order which was supposed to stop the demolition,
which he has denied.
I think the government should also follow due process.
Yes.
First of all, Kimani wa Matangi is in the wrong place. That's railway land, of course. And he's been operating it probably legally, but they needed to be given time to move the equipment. Of course, he's used to operate a car wash, a restaurant, a beauty spa, a liquor shop, among other businesses. But he needed to given time to relocate some of them before that incident took place.
Why it's looking very suspect, or probably absurd in the way it was conducted, is the number of vehicles, not even mentioning about the property, but the number of high-end vehicles that have been destroyed during the demolition. You can see in the clips that are already doing rounds on social media that cars have been crushed. He's even alleged that his wife's car, one of her car was also destroyed in the process, and the amount of damage and loss of property in the businesses there is humongous. And now he's trying to say, and he has definitely said that he was rightfully there and he was paying what his dues for the piece of land where he had set up the business, but says that it's influential people in the government offices who are actually trying to do this thing just to intimidate him.
So Kimani Wamatangi, my only problem with Kimani Wamatangi is basic, that he knew very well that the land is railway land. He had a lease, and they want to construct a railway line to connect Talanta Stadium and Nyayo Stadium.
Yes, because of the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah. So I think Kimani Wamatangi would have tried very fast to find an alternative space. Otherwise, because 2019, the same place underwent another demolition.
Yes.
2018, the same.
Same thing.
But every time it's demolished, he expands it.
So, but with the way it becomes much bigger. So you think this dispute is actually is because of as a result of an act of stubbornness by the governor?
The governor also need to take a bit of blame for what he's running as a business.
And it's really uncalled for someone who's already serving as a sitting governor in the neighboring county of the city.
Kimani Wamatangi.
Yes.
We feel you, but my friend, you needed to move your vehicles before the demolition started.
Oh man, it's really sad for
Or
people,
maybe you are looking for insurance payout. Who never knows.
You never know. Yeah, but the way it was conducted, and also the amount of police officers who were at the scene during the demolition were too many people. So you can still say that there's more than meets the eye.
And for sure there's more than meets the eye, but Kenyans, take care, do not be caught in crossfire. Most of these things happen in the night. So of course it's your Wednesday edition, and I'm with Real Solomon Koko. I'm your host, CEO Charles Otieno, and DJ Chams on 1 and 2s. For now, we push in some of the best music from DJ Cham. DJ Cham, Twende Kazi. It's that time today. It's bigger. It's going to be party. As the bigger zone, so low.
Common sense.
So
wow. Hip-hop era.
I'm telling you, that's the age of hip-hop when you had the best rhyme, mix, and all that together, put in a super production.
Oh, yes, definitely. And Common is still active to date.
Yeah, Common is always fantastic.
Yes, a big name in the hip-hop game.
I think Common also did one song, a track with Kala Mashaka
as well. Yes, back in the day, maybe in
2000 there.
2000 around that.
They did a very big hit with Common there. They had one when they came to Tanzania.
Yes. Yeah, and it's great you remember that one. You're a hip hop head.
I'm a hip hop head, 100%. Though I listen to most of jazz as well.
I'm gonna gift you that then. You see my.
Oh, by the way,
my 3D t-shirt.
The 3D t-shirt is very nice. Of course, that's B.I.G.
We have B.I.G. We have Snoop Dogg
in there.
We have Tupac. We have Ice Cube. We have Eazy-E.
And the great one, Eminem.
Representing the hip-hop culture.
Culture is always good to represent. And of course, today we're going to play a different and always different mix of music for anyone who listens to us. So today DJ Cham is on off the hook and stilts. Now, Solo, if you look at the most interesting thing I've seen is that there's a war in ODM.
Very big war.
And people are saying Oburu Odinga is pulling one direction as a party leader. They had that meeting where they had the other guys Sifuna not going for
attending the
meeting.
Yes.
So what do you think is going on there?
Well, definitely. And this one was had been projected because we said that Baba was very hands-on in handling all the business for ODM.
Yes.
And let's just say that also we have a lot of big heads in ODM, in the ODM party.
Yeah.
So with his absence, of course, it's just like naughty kids who all want to sit on the throne.
Everyone is pulling. So today I hear they're heading to Kamkunji ground to ask which way about their coalition government agreement with the ruling party, UDA. What do you think will happen in Kampunji? Will the crowds agree that they do the agreement, or will they tell them to go to the opposition?
At the moment, let's just be clear to say that it could be very early for them to say that they are going to pull up from UDA. Remember, just before Baba's demise, he was even though he never really stated, and he had actually suggested that in come the next general elections, they are going to front a presidential candidate. It would be very early right now to predict and say, or even have anyone influence them to leave or tear away from the UDA party. Remember, there are a few UDA members who are ODM members who are already serving as CSs in the UDA in the UDA government, in the William Ruto-led UDA government, and as well as it's going to be a bit difficult to try and convince the big heads in the hierarchy to detach themselves from UDA. That one is going to be a long shot.
It's a very long shot. Yeah. But what I think is that ODM has three parties. Is ODM Asili there now?
Yes.
There's ODM UDA there.
Yes.
There's ODM people who are hungry, and I can tell you,
yes,
most of the people outside that orbit,
yes,
who are very hungry,
yeah,
are the ones who are not eating.
Yes, they're not eating, and
the feeding trough.
Yeah,
there are people on the table.
Yes. And they're serving. They have already served. They are
chicken. You can see fried chicken.
Wanakula minofu.
Yes. And then you are in the dark,
yes,
and you are waiting for them to eat so that you can be given some peace. And
exactly.
So that's why there's a problem in ODM.
Yes.
Some people are eating.
Some people are inside. The others are outside. Because one leg is inside, it's in the government, and the other faction is saying that they need to fulfill Baba's agenda of leading an opposition and also creating that opposition that can actually check on the government, put the government checks.
So if ODM needs to get out of that fights and orbit, they have to really agree and let the young people also lead the party.
That is where the biggest problem is, and I know another faction is also trying to challenge Oburu Odinga's leadership as well.
Yeah.
Okay, but as they said, someone had mentioned that probably if it was Madam Ida Odinga, who was the head of ODM, probably she would have managed better to calm down all these factions. You remember during Baba's birthday, she called all the Nairobi parliamentarians were there, and she tried to talk to them so that they can calm down whatever shenanigans are going on in the party.
Yeah,
it still looks like it's still boiling under the table.
It's boiling under the table, and if ODM gives Ida Odinga, it will be like Imelda Marcos,
yes,
of Philippines.
Yes,
you remember when Marcos was killed, Imelda Marcos
took over,
and of course studied the government of Philippines.
Yes,
and became the prime minister. So it's always good sometimes when you have a party as ODM undergoing such big problems, you can invite the spouse.
Yes, because she understands more.
Yeah.
And she kind of knows or has a feel of how the party politics were being handled.
Yeah, but you see, most of Kenyans who are not interested in ODM are saying, si tunangoja mafrumbanya.
That is where the point is. And remember, people like Karen Nyamu said, don't look at my mafrumbanya.
Yes.
I'm qualified here in the head.
Yeah, she's a lawyer, by the way.
Don't look
at mafrumbanya.
Only.
But who can you imagine if Nairobi elections are held today? Karen Nyamu Karenzo,
yes,
women rep.
Yes.
Esther Passaris, who's saying, my dress, my choice.
Yes. And
Omanga.
Yes. And Omanga. And we also have a new entrant.
Yes.
Tabitha, Senator Tabitha.
Hey.
Even she has declared that she also wants to be in the race.
Mutinda.
And Tabitha Mutinda. She has also declared. So on the 4, wow.
Mafrumbanya.
This Mafrumbanya is a contest of Mafrumbanya. So it's going to be a beauty contest. Yeah.
I don't want to quote Miguna because he's always say something. But
if
you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you do not have Mafurumbanya,
you're out, almost out.
You don't
qualify for nomination.
If you do not have Mafurumbanya, and if you don't know what is Mafurumbanya, you can ask us.
You just talk to us. We tell you what is Mafurumbanya and why it's trending.
Yes,
in the city and all over
that. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a short break when we are going for news. When we come back, we come with more interesting conversations, and of course, I think I want you back.
Your love has made a big impact.
I think I want you back. Your love has made a big impact.
I want you back.
Of course, it's the sounds of Mel B.
Yes.
If you remember, Mel B is part of the Spice Girls.
Yes, featuring Missy Elliott here.
Yeah, fishing. And of course, if you remember, the Spice Girls were one of the biggest UK bands of all time. Female band, actually. Of course, Beckham's wife, Victoria Beckham, we used to call her Posh.
She was a part of that group as well.
Yes.
Very, very big group.
Extremely good. Now, that reminds me of what that pastor said.
Yeah.
David Beckham played for Manchester United.
Yes, the great team. That time it was great.
The Red Devils.
Yes, the Red Devils.
But that pastor says, there's a pastor who says that death and the devil makes so much noise, like an Arsenal fan without a trophy.
This guy.
Solo, is it that what you guys have seen us?
Now, you see, this is a clear portray. This is actually someone who's stressed up and showing up at work. If that is what he was going to preach and say that.
But you're making too much noise.
Death and devil are like, they make so much noise like Arsenal.
Fans without a trophy. You cannot live without a trophy.
Huyu alichomewa bet. Hii bet iliungua mahali. You can't be so bitter in church when you're preaching the word. You can't be that bitter.
That death and the devil,
they make so much noise,
like Arsenal fans without the trophy. You listeners out there, tell us, our listeners, Arsenal fans, do you think death and the devil make so much noise like you guys without the trophy? It's interesting to know. It's going to be good to know whether you guys make that noise because you are not without a trophy.
I can't believe he said that, but I'm sure he's a Manchester United fan.
Yes.
And he probably placed a bet against Arsenal.
Yeah.
And he was shown dust. He was shown dust.
Ikakuwa chida.
Ikakuwa mbaya sana. And now that we're talking about Manchester United, actually now I think it's time that they're about to welcome now the new coach, Michael Carrick.
Yeah.
Let's hope and see that. Let's hope and pray that now the formation is going to be much, much better.
Carrick is coming to lead us to Carrington.
Okay.
Carrington to Carrington.
Okay. Let's see how that one is going to pan out. Considering that just the other day in the FA Cup, you were whipped 2-1. A close shave, really. Let me just say that.
We lost narrowly.
Yeah. A loss is a loss. Whether it's 6-2, 6-0, or 1-0. A loss is a loss. And also remember that tonight we are having the big game in an all London showcase, Chelsea, of course, and versus Arsenal. And today Chelsea will be facing really the baptism of fire, with the new coach now also claiming that they have injuries.
You see, Arsenal has stopped scaring us long time ago.
Who is us?
Arsenal. Stop scaring people a long time ago. They are scarecrows.
You're saying Arsenal does not move?
Yeah.
They are scarecrows.
Yeah, scarecrows. Yeah, people, they scare. You know, when you walk, I always tell people, Arsenal is like that team. When you walk into a shamba, you think it's a main thing.
Then
it's a scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow.
You just run away. Then you come back, you realize this guy cannot even...
He's not even moving.
You come back and just win.
Oh man! So I'm so glad that Arsenal has really proven us wrong the whole of this season.
The only day they'll prove us wrong if they win a trophy.
We will this time.
Okay, let's wait.
Let's wait.
But also away from Arsenal, there's a match which is going on. Ingwe fans are hoping and praying.
Yes.
If you follow KPL, they are praying and fasting that Gor Mahia must drop points today. Yeah. You know, Gor Mahia...
So that they can continue with that leading streak.
Yeah, they want to be on top of the table today. And the chances of them remaining at the top of the table is Gor Mahia losing or drawing with who? with Murang'a Seal.
With Murang'a Seal, yes.
And now, the Ingwe fans have gone to Nyayo Stadium to support Murang'a Seal.
Aha.
Because Gor Mahia,
yes,
they do not want Gor Mahia near the top of that
table. Because if Gor Mahia wins this game,
yes,
of course they jump back to the top.
They'll be tied on points.
Tied on points.
Better goal difference.
But they still have a game at hand.
Yes.
Okay, that's the only headroom that they have. The only possible. But anyway, I think Gor really started the year on the right foot.
Yes.
With that 2-0 win.
Yeah.
Against Nairobi. Is it Nairobi Stars?
Yeah, it was against Bidco United. They lost the first game, but they came up and won subsequent games.
Yes.
But it's interesting because today I've seen that Alpha Onyango is back in Gor Mahia midfield, which is very good. He's a kingpin, that one.
Yes.
Of course, let me just give you a quick lineup. Of course, Gad Matthews in goal. Of course, he replaces Brighton. Brian, who was injured, Omondi, the Kenya one. Of course, you know, he's a Harambee Stars goalkeeper.
Yes.
Then Brighton, the young boy of 18-year-old, is on 18. Is on the left back, and Apollo Chuoga is striking. Of course, Kibwage and Sylvester are in the back, in the defense. Of course, Alpha in the midfield, and of course, there's Fidel Oringa, and also there's Sharif Musa on the wings. And who else have I left out? And of course, Kapen leading the attack. So that's how it is. But also, if everything goes bad, they'll bring the Ghanaian.
Yes.
Ebenezer Edukwo. Is always very good. And then there's the South Sudanese super talented player, Patrick Duang, is also on the bench. And of course, we have Levino Pio and Philemon, Captain Odongo, and Mark Morrison from Ghana. So that's how God has lined up today against Osborne Mande-led Murang'a Seal, who have been playing very well. They played 10 games without a loss. 10 games.
Brilliant.
So it's very interesting that to see how this will happen, because I know for sure Murang'a Seal is not a pushover in this match.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And now that you have even talked about the Ghanaian in the squad, Semenyo yesterday, despite missing out on joining Manchester United, really displayed his prowess and the attack. And of course, that was on the 3-0 win yesterday for Manchester City, where he actually scored 2 goals and also had a hand in the support for the 3rd goal. That was a brilliant goal, a brilliant game last night.
Of course, Antoine Semenyo is one of the finest wingers we have in Premier League. It's interesting to see that he's doing very well in his new club. 2 games, 2 goals.
Yes.
Very
2 games, 3 goals now.
Yeah,
because yesterday he got he scored 2 goals.
2, yeah.
Yes.
So it shows his ability to turn in and score in big games as he did this time round.
Yes.
But away from that, the biggest matches tonight.
Yes.
Is AFCON.
Yeah. We are going to the semi-finals now.
Today.
This one is going to be brilliant showcase.
Yeah.
Of course, we have Morocco facing Nigeria. That's going to be brilliant. Yeah. And of course, Senegal going against Egypt. Another big one. So we definitely say this is a fight, a championship or a battle between the North and the West.
And also, there's a mini battle between, you see, when you look at the one you're saying, Egypt versus Senegal.
Yes.
Remember Sadio Mane?
Yes.
And of course, Salah played in Liverpool.
Yes.
And they had a problem, a tiff. And Mane had to be sold.
Yes.
So that
Iishe.
That there was a sort of, Salah was very selfish, not giving Mane balls.
Passing the ball.
Yeah. So now it is, the Liverpool board realized that they'd rather have one and kick
than
one
both
out.
of them.
So Sadio Mane was sold to Bayern Munich. So that
to ease that tension.
Yeah, to ease the tension. So today they meet again
as
both
rivals.
of them were number 10.
So it's who is going to see the goal.
Yes.
Against who?
Against who?
Yeah. Or who is going to influence the game
more than who?
Yeah, because both of them really impact a lot Cause a lot of impact in how the outcome of the game finally happens.
So today is Sadio Mane versus
Mohamed Salah.
It's interesting.
Very interesting.
The pantomime will be very interesting in that match.
Yeah, but bottom line is we are going to be witnessing a very, very wonderful semi-final ahead of the finals.
A wonderful semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. So after, I will tell you that do not move away from your television because there are many matches. And we'll tell you the results of Gor Mahia today, of course, versus Muranga Seal, and how Ingwe fans are celebrating today being on top of the table. When we come back, we'll come with more interesting conversations. But
Arsenal got nothing to lose.
It's called Tupac Shakur Against the World. And of course, before that, of course, it was B.I.G.
Notorious.
That set by DJ Cham was off
the hook.
Of course, you had B.I.G.'s Sky's the Limit.
Sky's the limit. You can be whatever you can do whatever you want to do. Yes, the sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. And of course, the two biggest rappers of all time, of course, you know who it is. It's Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G. The debate has been out there.
Yeah.
So you can tell us, who do you think is the greatest?
Exactly.
But from where you sit,
you go straight to the Shakur.
Shakur Tupac. There's none other than Shakur Tupac, the culture, the legend.
Yes.
In the evening. News just in, of course, Muranga Seal lead Gor Mahia 1-0. Ingwe fans must be over the moon.
Trouble in paradise.
Kogalo trailing.
Yeah.
Kogalo trailing Muranga Seal
1-0 in the first half.
So it's almost going to halftime. I told you guys this would be a serious match.
Yeah.
It has title implications in the making.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, if Gor loses today, I don't know where the coach will be. He'll be out of the job by next week.
It's trouble.
It's trouble for him.
And you know, on the stands we have Igwe fans.
Yeah.
Igwe, they are all there cheering Muranga Seals, of course.
Yes, because Muranga Seal.
Yeah.
A win for Muranga Seal is a win for AFC
Leopards.
And away from football matters, ladies and gentlemen, someone has made a very telling statement and saying, instead of William Samoei Ruto, our president, taking us to Singapore, he should take us to Kiharu first.
Kiharu constituency.
Yes.
By the way, that is very true. Sometimes we should not take those long flights when we can already just do it over here.
We just go to Kiharu.
It's just a drive away.
Yeah.
You don't even need to take a flight.
So instead of taking us to Singapore,
yes,
William Samoei Ruto can actually take us to Kiharu.
Yeah, we see how development and how funds and resources are used and utilized.
Pragmatic use of public funds.
Exactly. And I knew that after Didi Nyoro did he announced about his project in the Somabora. A lot of legislators were going to come out and talk. And yes, they did. So many of them. One of the people who was actually talked was Peter Salasia, who has also said that he's also following almost the same kind of a program. He's saying he's going to apply the same, and has also said that for all those people who have applied for the CDF, the school fees is also in his constituency is going to go down to 1,000 shillings for all the applicants as well.
Interesting.
Okay? But earlier in the day, there was some more trouble, and this one got him in trouble. This is Senator Aaron Cheriot, who had said that Didi Nyoro, he alleged that he is using part of the money that should have been used to pay teachers to pay school fees. And he says that different parts of the country have different needs. And the biggest need in schools is paying teachers. I don't know where this one is coming from, because how would you say that he's using the funds, the resources that are used to pay teachers to develop his constituency?
I don't know, but I think people are just jealous because
that's an obligation of TSC.
Yeah, because I think it's just a way of people saying, oh, you know.
I knew people are going to start coming with the excuses. You know me, I'm not. And this one has a track record.
Yeah.
Ndindi Nyoro has a very good track record in managing his constituency, and he broke it down yesterday when he was promising the students some of the incentives that they are going to be benefiting from the whole of this term, the whole of this year, and moving forward.
So instead of going to Singapore,
yes,
William Samoei Ruto, our good president, just take us to Kiharu first, quickly.
Yeah.
When you reach Kiharu,
then we can plan how we can board a flight.
After we reach Kiharu, then we start thinking of going to
Singapore.
Oh, yeah. Because it seems that Singapore is too far.
It's too far-fetched as well.
Yeah. So why don't we just take us to where we can go?
Upper Karibu. And then we can utilize all those resources instead of overspending luxuriously.
Of course, but also a warning to Ndindi Nyoro.
Yes.
Ndindi, the only thing I would tell him is not to be cheated to say that he's going to run for presidency in 2027.
Not too fast.
Pole,
brother.
My friend.
Yeah.
If you run for presidency,
now you'll be losing.
You'll have a premature election.
True.
Because remember Peter Kenneth.
Yeah. This is the same thing that happened.
Peter Kenneth
he was a very good manager of Gatanga.
Yes.
And so many people pushed him
to go run for presidency. He became irrelevant.
And of course, pundits had already talked about and said that instead of Peter Kenneth running for presidency, he should even have tried Nairobi governor.
Of course.
The first time when he ran for presidency. Because by the time he was running for the gubernatorial race in the second time, that whole vibe had gone down.
So that's what I'm saying. Even for Ndindi, if I was Ndindi Nyoro today, I would have said today I will not vie for. I will vie for Kiharu still.
Yes.
As a member of parliament. And then after the young man known at Kirongo Kangata.
Yes.
You know, Kirongo Kangata used to be in my school in Thika High School.
Thika High School.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's class of 95. So Kirongo Kangata will finish his 2 terms.
Yes.
And he's doing a fantastic job.
Yes, he is. Yes.
And then this gentleman known as our Ndindi can basically run for governor for
gubernatorial. Yes.
By that time,
people will be prepared.
And also the people who are crowding the top will have been gone.
Will be gone.
Kalonzo would have vied
and tired now.
Martha Karua would have vied and tired. Rigiji will have lost his mojo. William Ruto will not be in the ballot he'll be first among equals.
That's true.
So if you are clever, you don't mount a presidential campaign
that fast.
Like the way our good friend Kenneth did.
Yes.
Imagine if Kenneth waited for Uhuru.
Yes.
This time
he would have been a force.
He would have been a force, not Rigathi Gachagua.
That's true. And his mojo went down.
Completely.
His mojo went down as soon as he tried to vie for presidency.
So if these guys, and I'm just, it's a good thing to tell him, please do not.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Pole tu mwendo sio akasi. Step by step.
Pole usiharakishe.
Is that when we say during debate we say vuka na mwendo wa aste. Yes.
So that's what is it for the guys, but we want to go to. We are not going to Singapore first. Let's go to Moranga. Go to Kiharu. After Kiharu, ladies and gentlemen, you can take us to Singapore if you want.
Yes. We'll be ready. We'll have packed and we'll have known a few things here and there.
Yeah. Now, Solo.
Yes.
Away from what's happening politically.
Yes.
And Gor Mahia still trailing 2-1.
2-1 already.
Yeah.
Today it's
Moranga
going down.
2, Gor Mahia 1.
1. They have pulled 1. And we're in the second half right now?
Second half. So they have to really work miracles to win this match today.
It looks like an uphill task.
Ingwe fans are celebrating over the moon. Now, Rastafarians.
Yes.
They filed a petition arguing that criminalizing the use of cannabis violates their constitutional right to freedom of religion.
Yes.
In fact, through their lawyer Shadrack Wamboi, the group also accused police of ongoing harassment, including profiling and intimidation of community members. Do you have members of...
There's a Rastafarian community of Kenya.
Yes.
And all they are doing is simple.
Yes.
They are seeking a legal high.
A legal high.
Just saying that let us decriminalize this thing.
Yes.
And of course, there's a lot of stereotyping, and of course, young people have been a main target.
Yes.
Okay. All this petition is asking for is if the legal of the law in Kenyan law can decriminalize this, because it's going against their religion. Okay, what they want to use it for is they are saying that criminalizing, and of course a lot of people and a lot of young people are already in behind bars because of the use or probably just being found in possession of cannabis. So what they're saying is that this one is going there about against their religion in terms of the spiritual for use of in spiritual, medicinal, culinary, and also ceremonial purposes.
Culinary?
Yes, you cook with it.
What do you cook with?
I'm telling you, cannabis oil is very good for your health.
Aye.
Yes, it has very many health benefits. Okay. It has very many health benefits, and cannabis oil is one of the best that you can use to be cooking your food every day, and very healthy. It's herbal. So it's going to treat a lot of diseases. And of course, we have even seen globally, like even in places where cannabis use has been legalized, people who are undergoing certain health conditions are actually given it to use it for medicinal purposes.
That's very interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. So the Rastafarian community of Kenya is saying that, and they're also citing that, of course, there's a lot of police harassment, and people are also being profiled. So, a long time ago, well, it's still happening right now, that a lot of these idol boys or people who sport dreadlocks have always been a target by police officers who are always arresting them and sniffing their fingertips.
When the scent remains on the fingertips?
Yes, it does, because it does not have a filter. So majority of them, you go until you smoke until the last, the last grain, the last puff, the last grain, which is the sweetest. That's what they say. So when the police officers come and target these young people, the first thing they do is either sniff your fingertips or look if it has a shade of brown. Okay, because of the residue, sometimes it remains on the fingertips.
And what about women? Because more women in Kenya today abuse.
Now, I will just tell you, they don't abuse. They use a lot. More women than men are using cannabis.
What could it be the reason why this change all the time?
No, I'm telling you, it's people used to associate it with the criminal gangs and stuff like that. And I was looking at another video that I was doing rounds on social media of an old fella who was saying the use of cannabis right now is not the same as the use of cannabis back in the day. Back in the day, we used to be told this one is for mad people. Nowadays, even the corporates and these ladies you're seeing smartly dressed and everything, when they want to relax, a puff or two. Very many. Ask me, I'll tell you.
Puff.
And
Mary J.
Yes.
Allow me. Enjoy life.
So a lot of corporate people are using it. A lot of ladies are using it. Probably even more than men right now.
So, so the Rastafari are asking for legalization of private use of cannabis. Not even
legalization. They're saying just to decriminalize. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that once you're held in possession of it, you are a criminal automatically.
I think that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Some of these people who are actually behind bars have only... What they can do, or probably what the Rastafarian community is trying to push for, is that there's some amount that you can be arrested with, and the amount clearly is for personal use, not for commercial purposes. And I believe even in Uganda, they have such kind of a law.
Of personal use
for personal use. Even some people have been growing it. I know one of the presidential candidates, Bobby Wine, actually used to say, had even confessed that He used to grow it in his backyard.
In Suguku Hill.
In Suguku Hill.
Yes, I remember.
But just for personal use.
Yeah.
Not for commercial purposes.
Yeah.
So what the Rastafarian community is trying to do is trying to seek for the decriminalization of cannabis, the use of cannabis for those purposes I've told you, for religious purposes, ceremonial purposes, culinary, okay? Cook your food, eat a legal high. A legal high. Nice. I'm telling you.
If you know.
Yeah, and so now they have also said that they actually want, and I think Nakada should just give them that level playing field and join in the conversation.
Yeah, I think it's a good one to have them in.
Yeah, let them say what they have to say.
Yeah.
Let us look at if is decriminalizing it, because there are some people who are serving time because they could not raise bonds.
Yeah, because of that.
And then the amount they were arrested with is probably almost negligible. Yeah.
So anyway, if you are following, we're talking about cannabis sativa and the use, and that the court case which was taken, presented today, and of course, Judge Bahati Namuye vacated the scheduled hearing set for January 30th as a new hearing date.
Yeah, but
expected on March 19th.
Unfortunately, he has actually declined to stop the arrest over marijuana use.
Yeah,
so I think he maybe needs a bigger platform or a better platform and more stakeholders to be there so that they can actually see and weigh. Yeah. What are some of the reasons that could lead to someone being arrested? Of course, there's over-commercialized use, because if you look at the arrests that are being made right now in the country, then you can see some people have been arrested ferrying large amounts, very large amounts worth millions.
Yeah.
That could be wrong. But if you're found, probably if they come with a regulation where certain amounts that someone can be arrested with and is seen is not harmful, almost negligible, then some of those people could not be behind bars.
So we'll ask our listeners, what's your take on cannabis? Have you seen, should it be decriminalized out there? Tell us on our social media handles what you think on this topic is very emotive, and of course, if it's decriminalized, very many people will actually be able to avoid unnecessary arrests.
Yes.
And imprisonment.
Yeah, imprisonment, and also being, they also take advantage, because that's how they extort some of these young people.
Yeah.
If they get you with it. And I like what the president said when he's talking about the fight about drug use in the country. Well, he did not mention anything about cannabis, although it's still ongoing. The arrests are being made. The operation, of course, is being conducted, is highly also targeting such individuals who are ferrying that, especially those who are having it in large amounts for commercial use. But more so, he talked about heroin and cocaine. I didn't hear so much about marijuana.
Marijuana was not
na unajua watu wengi marijuana kwa sababu ya marijuana
juu ya
marijuania hapo.
By the way,
yes,
Murang'a Seal was leading Gor Mahia 2-0 at halftime.
Yes.
Gor Mahia have pulled 2 goals back.
Oh, now it's 2-2.
It's 2-2.
It's even.
It's even.
Okay.
So Kogalo, second, they scored a goal in 57th minute and 49th.
Okay, then it must be an entertaining match right there.
Yeah. So Gor Mahia and Murang'a Seal are now
even
2-2. And it seems that whatever the case, if Gor Mahia gets a draw on this match, the coach is gone.
The pressures of being a team manager.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't register a win,
you go.
You are underperforming.
So let me tell you, if he doesn't win today,
it's going to be a bad day for him in the office. Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some bit of music. When we come back, we come with more interesting conversations, and of course we are discussing about matters football, matters what is happening around you, and of course in courts, but also we are looking at The most interesting thing, Solo, before we go for that break, is that Kimani Wamatangi decided that he'll fast for 40 days.
Now, actually, he has also brought up a bunch of preachers to pray for that piece of land. Yeah?
Yes.
And they were praying there in tongues.
Yeah.
And now he has made a declaration where he said that he's going for a 40-day of fasting.
Kimani Wamatangi, get serious. Just get serious. Sometimes, let me tell you, Governor Wamatangi needs to get serious.
Yes.
In all honesty. 40 days.
Yes.
Because of land.
After bringing religious leaders to pray and speak in tongues at the site of his business premises that was destroyed last night.
We are not condoning destroying of business premises.
That's true.
Also, Wamatangi should know that land belongs to Kenya.
But he says he has listed for
65 years.
For 65 years. And he has been paid.
Let me tell you. There are people who lease land and they are leasing land to the people who are cartels.
Yes.
Then you think you own that land. Shock on you when the real owners show up.
When they show up.
Yeah.
That's very true.
It's
happening a lot.
Yeah. So my problem is with the preachers. So the preachers are coming to do what?
To pray and fast. Speak in tongues.
For the land. Because the premises have been demolished.
Yeah. And 40 days of fasting by
he's in government.
The governor.
He's a new, you see, this is very interesting. This is a political group.
Yes.
UDA governor.
Yes.
And a UDA government.
Yes.
Why can't he just take a phone call and call the president?
And say, please, tell your people to calm down.
No, I'm a party member.
Yes.
Please back off.
Yes, please. Because of business and for the people.
Yeah. But now you are not.
But if indeed that portion of land is marked for development, or actually for the construction of that railway line to the Talanta Stadium, then in that case, then he has no case.
But you see, this guy had been given also enough notices to vacate.
Because it's been, the demolitions have been going on for a couple of years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vacate. We are moving. Even the people around Lainisaba had been told to move, and they are demolished. So that they can develop that line, which goes straight to the Talanta Stadium during the matches.
Yes.
So it is important for people to also to understand the genesis of all this.
That's true.
Yeah. Otherwise, Wamatangi is not getting...
He's being dramatic.
Too dramatic.
Too dramatic on this one. But let's see and hope. Is it true he's going to do the 40 days of fasting? Or are we seeing another scam where you tell people fast and you're feeding on the low?
Do you remember that comedian Drusky?
Yes, Drusky. Drusky said that the churches nowadays are extorting people in the name of the Lord, saying, why are you wearing expensive clothes? Louis Vuitton. You're wearing Christian Dior. Louboutins.
Yeah.
And he said, it's cause number one, he's a Christian. And then number two,
he's in the blood of Jesus.
He's walking on the blood of Jesus. That's why he's wearing red bottom shoes.
Yes, red bottom shoes. That comedian is the funniest.
One of the funniest comedians of this era. Drusky.
Funny man.
Very, very
because
funny.
Because he really tells the fact about how prosperity gospel has taken over.
Exactly.
And how we need to be very careful with the merchants.
Exactly. In fact, there's another part where he went subtle on The Voice, and he said, he told the congregation that church, we want to raise $4 million to fund a development of a church in Africa, in Zimbabwe, and we want $4 million. And none of you is going out until we raise that amount. And now when people are contributing, you're saying, yes, give it up to him. He has given up his life savings. So typical of what is happening.
We are not saying in church you shouldn't give.
Not at all. We're not saying that.
We are saying the Bible is very clear about giving. Please give.
Yes.
But not give your life savings.
Exactly.
And that's what Drusky is saying.
Yes, and not for mean purposes. Like prosperity. You're prospering yourself.
Yeah.
Not for helping the people or helping the needy. That is where we are supposed to draw the line.
I'm telling you, Drewski is a legend. If you've never watched, please catch up Drewski's comedy skits. Fantastic, fantastically done. And of course, I know people are on their way now. It's 35 minutes past 5. Of course, I know the traffic is trafficking you, and you're going home. So let me tell you, and you're saying that things happen. I told you Gor Mahia will win, eh?
Yes, and they have pulled another one.
Gor Mahia, listeners, Gor Mahia has pulled a very quick one.
Yeah.
They've scored 3 goals in second half. They were in first half, of course, Murang'a Seal scored 2-0.
Yes.
They went at a break and Murang'a Seal leading 2-0. And Murang'a Seal is a team coached by none other but Kenyan ex-international Osborne Monday. Yeah, fantastic player in that time and also a very good coach. He's really been a revelation. Apart from this loss to Gor Mahia today, they had won 10 games in a row without a losing.
Great.
So Gor Mahia has scored 3 goals in the second half, courtesy of Felix Ochuoga and Ebenezer Adikwa,
the Ghanaian. Great. That must be a thrilling duel right there.
That must be very
must
crazy.
Have been the 5 goals, 2 coming in the first half and 3
in the second half,
determining the game.
And now that means
getting back
on top of the table.
Gor Mahia back on the table.
So I don't know FC fans what they will do.
Yeah, and they were there sitting on the stands.
Yeah, because they've always been. You remember they were doing what? They were supporting.
Yes,
and they were putting. They
put all their effort on Murang'a Seal.
Yeah, Murang'a Seal has just lost that match, ladies and gentlemen. So Gor Mahia goes to the top of the table, same points with the Ingwe, 30 points each now.
But 1 game at hand?
1 game at hand with a better goal difference. 1 goal difference.
That one must have been a very, very thrilling game.
It was a thrilling match at Kasarani Stadium. So it's very, very good. The Gor Mahia has pulled up a very good comeback. So they are now the comeback kings in KPL.
Yes. And like we said, they started on the right foot of this year.
Yeah, they started very well. So Lo,
yes,
you're telling me that there's a picture posted when a kid is being chased by elephants in Little Kenya.
What has really amazed me is the incredible speed and pace by an elephant. I did not think that they're this fast.
They're extremely fast.
So on social media, as I was checking through, there's an alleged video shared saying that this is a situation in a certain university located in Mutito Andei, in the outskirts of Tsavo National Park, where elephants are chasing students and university students and lecturers. And in the video, you can see the individual who has shared the video being ferried by a bike, a motorcycle, and an elephant. 2 elephants are on their trail. 2 of them coming from the bush, just emerged from the bush, and they are really fast, chasing after the motorcycle. And you can hear the occupants on the motorcycle screaming in, of course, extreme shock. But it looks like they have managed to get away from the elephants at the Tsavo. I don't know when this video was recorded, but wow, this is partly scary and also incredible to watch. That I did not know that elephants can really pace that fast.
They're always very fast. So I tell people to be very careful when they are moving.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes it is not very good to walk in the park without knowing where you're going.
And actually, it looks like it's an appeal because the person who shared the video is actually saying that this is a situation that they are going through every time they're trying to attend the lectures in the university. But what's more funny is that someone in the comment section said that if you see that your parents have sent you to a university
in Lukenya,
in a heavily elephant-infested area, it looks like they're trying to get that compensation by the government.
Kenyans are not good people.
It's like they want you to be killed so that they can eat the compensation by the government. You remember towards the end and the beginning of this year,
yes,
there was a man in Western Kenya,
yes,
whose dog, not in Western Kenya, it was in Siaya.
Yeah,
it was in Siaya, whose dog, whose Bosco, was actually killed by a python. and
he killed the python.
And he killed the python.
Yes.
And then ferried both carcasses of the python and his dog to the police station, where he was actually launching a complaint. And later on, when the Kenya Wildlife Service officials came and paid a visit, they actually said that they're going to compensate him for the loss of his dear dog. So now parents are sending their kids in a heavily infested, elephant-infested institutions. Anyway, I think it's just a joke. But wow, that must have been a very, very
close shave.
Close shave.
Yeah, that's close shave. So it's like animal-human conflict is a very dangerous thing. So make sure that if you're in around the areas where animals are just around, like in Lukenya areas, take care.
Yeah. Yeah, because
don't
for sure,
just walk
if there was no bike motorcycle involved, if this was on foot, definitely the pace that they could not keep up with the pace, the elephant would have caught up with them. Yeah.
Anyway, so I think we need to check at what needs to happen in this country, where we have to demarcate areas where animals are and people, so that we avoid such unnecessary conflicts.
Yes.
And unnecessary deaths to human beings.
That's true.
Yeah. So, Lo, another thing, remember, we cannot end the show without telling Kenyans what's coming up tonight. Arsenal is playing Chelsea.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yes, in the Carabao
semi-finals. Yesterday, the first match was
Man City.
And so it's very interesting. Let's see how it ends. And of course, apart from that, there's also another match tonight. Of course, is the AFCON matches.
Yes.
Which are going to be played today. So make sure that you tune in the evening to catch Senegal versus Egypt, and to catch, of course, Morocco versus the mighty Super Eagles.
Yes.
It's a battle of Super Eagles and the Atlas Lions.
That's what's up.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Another thing we need to tell you guys is that if you look at the way Kenyans are behaving,
yes,
it can tell you January is really Januarying them.
Oh, there's no cash flow.
January is really January.
It's a real January. And even the meteorological department has said that we are going to experience some heat between today
and 31st.
So in January is in Januarying.
And also, if you're asking us, you are wondering what is making, what is trending, and it's called, what did you call it?
Mafrumbanya. Yeah.
Mafrumbanya has to trend.
Yes, it is. It's the only hope.
It's the only
hope for our eyes.
Because if you cannot allow to see Mafrumbanya, and if you ask us, what is Mafrumbanya?
Yes, well-endowed ladies.
Mafrumbanya is well-endowed woman.
That back section. The young people.
Yes.
Our influencers, the Gen Zs of this world, have decided to come up with an ingenious name.
Mafrumbanya.
Calling it Mafrumbanya.
Mafrumbanya.
And it's already made its way to political circles.
Yes.
It's already been used in the lingo.
Who has used it?
Various political leaders, including Nairobi Women's representative Karen Nyamu, who told the young people and those people who elected her that it is not because of Mafrumbanya she actually has
something
up in the head between her ears. So people should not look at Mafrumbanya and just say, this is how she got her easy way to the top. No.
But ladies with Mafrumbanya are making it very fast.
Yes.
If you don't have Mafrumbanya, then you have to go for BBL.
Yes, that's why the pressure is. There's too much pressure. And that's why you're seeing people are going to put fake Mafrumbanya. You know, yesterday we talked about
fake pregnancy.
Fake pregnancy. Okay?
Now, if you do not have Mafrumbanya and you can't get it in the gym.
People are purchasing it now. Yeah, people are purchasing it in the shop.
You can buy Mafrumbanya in the shop.
Yeah.
So, Solo,
yes,
it's been a wonderful afternoon, of course.
Absolutely.
We had a good one today.
Yes, sir.
And since it's on Wednesday, we want to play for you this, ladies and gentlemen, that soft, beautiful music which goes with the evening, especially when they're driving home. And what do you have to tell them?
Well, it's a quote that I actually know that you are very familiar with. I probably even stole it from you. But this one, it says that there are many ships that sail in the sea of life. There's friendship. There's partnership.
Yes.
There's companionship.
Yes.
There's relationship.
And there's hardship.
Yes. But when the storms come to set you adrift, remember there's only one ship which you can use as an anchor. And that one is worship.
Yes, that's my quote.
That's your quote.
Yes.
Very, 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 very encouraging.
That's my quote.
Very, very encouraging. And I go with that one today because you are my NBO.
Yes.
So
you're my friend.
Yes. So I go with that one. I fully subscribe.
Yes. So if you have hardship, partnership,
yes, companionship, relationship,
companionship,
yes,
and you have to also remember only one ship.
Yeah.
That is worthwhile.
Yeah. That always is there for you.
Yeah. When there's trouble.
Yes.
And that is worship.
Worship. Brilliant.
Brilliant, eh?
Very encouraging.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we end our show this afternoon because we want to give you very nice music in the next 24 minutes as we usher in the new group of people who are coming. Of course, Kevin Matara, and of course, with the half-hour show. But for now, let me tell you, I want to play for you Michael Jackson, Liberian Girl.
Yes.
And then I Swear. All for one.
All for one. Beautiful music. Beautiful music.
I Swear.
Yeah, like the moon and the stars
in the sky.
Yeah.
But before, so let's not end it here now. Let's first of all play some music and then we end it in the next segment.
Great.
Keep listening. It's a love thing. It's a love thing.
It's a love thing.
The Whispers, it's a love thing. So it's a love thing to be here every Monday to Friday. On Spice Drive. It's a love thing. That's soul, eh?
That's brilliant
soul. It's a love thing. It's a love thing for us, and it's a love thing to have you around. Of course, thank you very much for always tuning in for Spice Drive because we really appreciate your company every single day.